we are going to start today's video off with an exercise. I want you guys to think of your hero. Someone you look up to, someone you admire, someone that you love. Okay, now imagine them getting struck by lightning. That is what it felt like to watch Jamaal Chubb go down last night. I saw the injury. I'm not going to show it to you guys. You can find the replays on Twitter or wherever. It's disgusting. But that was honestly one of the only injuries I've ever seen where I didn't cry, but I nearly shed a tear. I didn't watch any more of the game after. Nick Chubb is half of my incentive to watch the Browns. Now, I don't think their season's done. But fans of WyattzWorld knows that Jamaal Chubb VIII holds a very special place in my heart. And until he comes back, probably, maybe, even if he does, it could be like 2 years. This is a ton to process, but Nick, I need you to know you will always be my #1 running back. And whenever you decide to come back, my arms will be open waiting for you. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are actually just going to be reacting to some stuff on Reddit because I am busy outside of work today. Well, that and I have NFL therapy, which is work, but Reddit is what's on the menu. Couple of plugs before we start. You can use code WyattzWorld on G Fuel or Prize Picks to save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products or match up to $100 of your first deposit. Don't forget to use code Wyatt10 where you can also save a discount on any Waggle merchandise. Link is in the description, but now let's get into NFL Reddit. Alright, boys and girls, so here we are on the world's favorite website known as Reddit. For this, I'm just gonna scroll, find topics that I think would be entertaining to go over, and we'll talk about them. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. Apparently a Patriot fan died at Gillette Stadium. What in the world? Damn, it says NBC 10 has obtained a new video of a fight that erupted inside Gillette Stadium during Sunday night's game. We looked up and we just saw a bunch of people standing around an area in there. A lot of people that were standing around and were filming with their phones. At about 11 p.m., a call came in saying that a man had suffered a medical episode and he was identified as 53-year-old Dale Mooney of Newmarket, New Hampshire. Cell phone footage showed Patriots and Dolphin fans getting into an altercation. At one point, a Dolphins fan was caught throwing a punch at Mooney, who was wearing a Patriots jersey. That is when Mooney went unconscious. District attorney said he was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. No sport is worth, getting physical with anybody. This is exactly why I don't fight. For one, I'm scrawny and I would get my ass kicked by anyone, but I also don't fight because I actually know somebody who has died from this. Got into a fight with someone, he got punched in the side of the head, he never woke up, man. It's not worth it. Like, seriously, hitting someone wrong can cost you both your lives. All right, let's change the vibe up a little bit here, and we'll talk about DeSean Watson, because I've actually got a very interesting take on DeSean Watson. So yes, DeSean Watson is still not playing very well. Through 2 weeks, he is 37 for 66, 359 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, and a 69% passer rating. Look, there are a lot of theories as to why he is not doing so well or why he is underperforming, and I am going to give one that I think is actually kind of interesting. In a nutshell, I think his conscience is eating away at him. I don't think that he is actually brushing everything off like he appears to be. I think it is rotting away at him. He knows he did some pretty bad things. He knows he lied to a lot of people. He knows a lot of the NFL world hates his guts, and I genuinely believe it is the reason why he's not playing well. Bro, you're not just elite and then this happens and then you lose skill. That doesn't make any sense. He stayed in shape. He practiced the entirety of the time. If you're asking me, this is a guilty man who knows he did a lot of things wrong. Here's an interesting post about Zach Wilson. This says when Zach Wilson walked into the locker room after the game, 5 of his offensive teammates surrounded him. They proceeded to beat him senseless. I'm just kidding. Garrett Wilson put his arms around Zach. They all encouraged him, and as Zach walked away, Tyler Conklin shouted, "We can all see it's not the same." So, I mean, that's cool. Zach's getting support from his locker room back, and I'm sorry if I sounded harsh on him when I was talking about him Monday. I didn't really watch that game. It was 30-10. Why would I tune into that? I saw Zach with 3 interceptions and I assumed he was still Zach. But if he is getting better and his team is here to cheer him on, good for you, dude. That's awesome. Here's some news on Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs and Patrick have agreed to tweak his deal and bring him back near the quarterback market. Mahomes is now set to make a casual $210 million from 2023 to 2026. Prior to this, he fell to the 8th amongst quarterbacks in pay. Holy cow. I feel like he's making the net worth of every single person in Kansas City put together. This isn't good for Lions fans. I guess CJ Gardner-Johnson is feared to have a torn pec. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, Detroit, you guys are in some trouble. Oh, this is funny. Tyreek Hill called out Patriots fans, said those are probably some of the worst fans in the NFL, and I'm gonna stand on that. They are real nasty. Some of the things they were saying, I wouldn't say in church. Hey, I actually kind of knew that. Well, I knew that they had big mouths because of the Stephon Diggs, you, shut the fuck up touchdown. Here's one about the Bears. Matt Eberflus is 3-16 and currently has the worst winning percentage of any coach that has ever been at the Bears. That's kind of funny. Here's a Baker stat from Sunday. He finished 14 for 17, 223, and a touchdown under pressure, tied for the most passing yards under pressure in a game over the last 4 seasons. Then goes on to say the Bears pressured Mayfield 17 times without recording a sack, tied for the 6th most pressures without a sack since the start of last season. Well, does that make Baker look good or the Bears defense look even worse? I can't tell. Uh-oh, here's one for the Bengal fans. Apparently versus the Ravens, Burrow had a 0.0 passer rating on passes 15 plus yards. 6 of them were incompletions and 1 of them was an interception on 7 attempts. That is rough. Whoa, holy shit. The NFC East, Philly, Dallas, and Washington. In the NFC South, Atlanta, Tampa Bay, and New Orleans each have more undefeated teams in the entire AFC, which is just the Ravens and the Dolphins. Damn, the NFC has 6 undefeated teams? Wow. Here's just a quote from Sean McVay saying that the Rams are headed toward trading Cam Akers. Look, I can defend Akers last season as much as I want, but when it comes to defending his week 1 performance, the only person I can defend is Sean McVay on benching him. Oh, damn, I didn't know. I'm gonna say his name wrong, but is it Puka Nacua? He set an NFL rookie record. Must be receptions at 15. Like, dude, I didn't even know who this guy was. Just a dog. According to Arthur Smith, the guys believe in Desmond Ridder over in Atlanta. No, they don't. Here's one just saying Bill Belichick is responsible for the lack of moves to improve the Patriots' offense. Now, I don't necessarily agree to this to a full extent because I will always think of Bill as a mastermind, but it might not be entirely wrong. And I know you're thinking, well, Bill doesn't run the offense. Well, Bill O'Brien does, but Bill Belichick, you know, he's a defensive mind. I mean, guys, at the end of the day, the head coach is still the head coach. It could be a matter of Belichick just trying to play the way he did with Tom, and that's not gonna work without Tom. But again, I don't want to be talking about things I don't know a lot about, and I don't really study the Patriots offense to be talking about Bill Belichick like this guy is. I'm just saying I could see it. These are always fun. Justin Herbert threw for over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. The defense sacked Ryan Tannehill 5 times. Derrick Henry didn't break over 100 rushing yards, and the Chargers still lose. That's basically what I said yesterday too. I mean, they had everything going for them, and they just couldn't get it done. Oh wow, this is interesting. CJ Stroud currently has more passing yards at 626 than Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. He also has a higher completion percentage, 63.7, than Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence. He also got more completions, 58, than Justin Herbert and Tua. And lastly, he's even got a higher passer rating than Daniel Jones and Matt Stafford. I feel like they could have used 2 other guys than those 2, but at 91.2, it's pretty honorable. Rookie of the Year, dog! And last but not least, we're gonna look at the NFL Power Rankings because apparently the Saints have cracked the top 10. Look, I know that they're 2-0, but NFL, they are not a top 10 team. So number 1, we got San Fran, that's all right. Number 2, we got Kansas City, that's glazing. 3, we've got the Eagles. 4, we've got the Cowboys. 5, we've got the Dolphins. 6, we've got the Bills. 7 is Baltimore. 8 is Detroit, no. 9 is Jacksonville, and 10 is the Saints. Jesus. I mean, I don't have power rankings. Maybe I should make them this week, but this is pretty bad. Honestly, I know as much as I shit on the Ravens, they should probably be above the Bills right now too. Just saying. Anyway, guys, that is where I'm going to end it for the day. Like I said, I've got a list of things to do, so I got to get this show moving. If you guys did enjoy this video, you already know what to do to show support. Turn that bell on. I try to post on this channel every single day. And with everything I just said, as always, I will see you in the next video.